Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Eagles had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Nix. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Throwing Nix. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
The kick by Elliott is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
You look at this Eagle defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Breaks through the contact. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Nix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They run a draw here on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run.
And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Estime. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
To throw, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Nix looking to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Next to the air. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And here's Daniel wheeling on now to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Throwing is Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man has got it, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Set.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
13, Broncos 6.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A huge play there for Denver. 63 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Nix. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive.
Under pressure, they got him again. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Set.
Brown the motion man right. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That one good for 37 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Barkley is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Smith is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Nix. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
That is caught. Josh Reynolds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Here's Nix. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Operating from the gun, Nix. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Nix from the shotgun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Let's go now.
Pick it down to a knee, and that is going to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason,